welcome to Ask Us Anything. This first part of November, November 6th.
Yes, and the first day back to standard time, and it's dark out there for crying out loud.
Well, I hope Bo's probably going to go to bed.
He's probably going to go to bed, yeah, because it's nuts for him. But welcome, everybody. We're Mike and Jen, and we're coming to you tonight from our RV, our fifth wheel at Loblolly Ridge in Tennessee. That's the name of our 5 acres, as we call our little getaway. What do we even call it? It's like a little private little RV retreat.
I'm just glad that we got here before it was dark,
yeah,
so that we could see how pretty it was.
It was really pretty. I hope the internet connection here is good. We did a test earlier about an hour and a half ago, and it seemed to hold up pretty good. But if it gets a little fuzzy, just understand we're on cellular, and you never know if there's a whole bunch of people. If my neighbor Comet Troy, who's a YouTuber himself, if he decides he's going to upload something that's going to eat up all of our cellular bandwidth. So
what you going to do?
But did you see, as we drove in tonight, they are running broadband, fiber optic broadband right down our street.
Awesome.
So we're going to be able to hook up to that. And that speed is really awesome. So
then I'll never get you out of here.
No. What did we say when we pulled in here today?
That I love it. I love looking at the terrain. I think it's beautiful. I love the drive in. Tennessee is a beautiful state.
Yeah. I never thought that we would like mid-Tennessee the way we do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, this is Ask Us Anything, and we're here to answer your questions. Thank you, Chris Cowley over on YouTube for helping us with the questions there, and Phyllis Carr taking care of all of our YouTube or all of our Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn questions. We're simulcasting across all of those social media platforms out there. So we're delighted to see so many of you already checking in, and we hope you're having a great first week of November. All right, let's see what we got for questions and comments. Ed Richards, he was the first one on.
Ed is in from a 10-mile e-bike ride. Had to get in before dark. I strongly dislike standard time. Going to fill up the road truck before dark.
I wonder if you're going on a trip. Sounds
like Ed's going on an adventure.
What time was sunset tonight? Let's see if Siri will tell me. I'm gonna gobble up my own bandwidth.
Yes.
Yeah, I better not. Yes. Just sorry. But I think it was 4:45 or something ridiculous. We're on Central Time.
Yeah.
In mid Tennessee. Yeah, I agree with you, Ed. I like it in the morning because it's lighter a little earlier, but boy, at night, it was like, wow, we thought we had a couple hours of daylight. We were even going to do the live shot tonight from outside on our picnic table.
See, this is the difference. When you live in the northern states, when it gets cold, you're just so happy to be inside. It's dark outside and cold, and it's just nice inside. Get a
cozy,
cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows, and
I saw we have some back there, by the way.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, Linda Ward, Robbinsville, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. My husband and son cleaned the RV today. When they were done, we had a weird cloudburst. Lots of laughs. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
working so hard, and then a weird cloudburst.
Probably cleaning it, getting it ready to put it away for the season. Which one more good week, I think, in much of the country, from the north to the south, coming up. It looks like, but then, we're biding our time now until the cold weather sets in. Barbara Dean.
Previously, you previewed your Jackal solar generator.
That's what she wrote, Jackal, but it's the Jackery.
Oh,
it's called the Jackery.
Yeah, Jackery.
Yep.
I have a new 5th wheel on order. Would you spend the extra money on upgrading the RV's power or put it towards a larger solar generator?
I would not buy a larger solar generator. We keep the Jackery as kind of auxiliary power. If I'm out boondocking someplace and we run out of power, I know that I can go pull that out of the truck and we can bide another evening or so with it. But frankly, we've never had that problem. I have not had to use it once in the 7 or 8 months we've owned it. So to your question, I would say, first of all, get your new RV and just try it. See how well you do. See if you really need it before you think about it. And then
she wants to spend the money, upgrade it before she gets it.
Then I would upgrade the RV system. I'd get lithium batteries. If you don't have them, try for 2. And I would put as much solar panels on the roof of your RV as you can. That's money better spent than one of those portable. They call it a solar generator, and all it is a battery. And if in worst case scenario, they have some solar panels that will charge it and keep it up for you. But I'd spend the money on the RV system rather than the Jackery system. Bradley Olson.
Great information on winterizing and storage. We just put our new LTV Wonder away for the first time and wondering if you have tips on separation anxiety. Oh, it's the worst feeling when you put it away.
It is.
We're dreading it. We're putting it off as long as we can. And now we
Yeah.
got 2 of them.
Yeah. Well, our Unity FX is back in Michigan, and we are debating now what to do with this unit, which is our fifth wheel. And my feeling right now is I think I want to see how far we can go with this thing. This has heated tanks. The batteries are heated. The lithium batteries are heated. Excuse me. So they will work in the cold. And the plumbing is in a sectioned off protected system right under the floor, but protected from exposure to outside. So I'm going to be on the phone tomorrow, I think, with the folks at Keystone. I want to just see how far we can get along with this thing. If we bring it back to Michigan, which we're thinking of doing and staying on our Michigan property, which we've yet to do a story on that yet. We've got to give you a tour of our Michigan property that we bought, but we're hoping we can use it there. I'm thinking maybe of putting, there's a thing called skirts. It's actually like an inflatable skirt that goes around the RV and protects the wind and cold from coming around inside. I'm thinking of trying that and just basically trying to see how long we can get along with winterizing. But for Brad's story, separation anxiety, best solution is to start planning your spring and fall and summer trips, Brad. That's what I thought. What's that noise?
It's me. I'm touching something that's under the table. I don't mean to.
Oh, I see.
So don't be worried.
I thought the hydraulic jacks were shifting, or Bo was flapping around.
I don't
Bo
mean
got
to be
snake bit or
doing
something
that.
while we were out there.
Bo is passed out. He's
I'm
sleeping.
hearing this noise other than it's Jen's feet under the table.
I'm hitting something that I haven't figured out where to put it yet.
Hi, Jeff Cosmos.
And greetings from Palm Spring, California. Soon to be Panama City Beach.
Wow, from one great spot to another. We just left the Emerald Coast near Panama City Beach. We just left there this morning. We spent the last 2 weeks there enjoying it. Ben Gorel.
And greetings from Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona, land of the saguaro cactus. Van Gogh.
Hello from a very pleasant Cedar Hill State Park in the Dallas area.
I like that. That's fun to see you guys checking in from all over the place. Karen Birch.
What's the best way to clean bugs off the windshield and painted surfaces on our Class A RV? Thanks.
Oh man, I've got to remember.
We have a special cloth that takes the bugs off so easily. There's a couple ways. Another way is you can take a dryer sheet. And if it's been used once or twice, that dryer sheet has to be used. Don't use it if it hasn't been used because it'll make too many bubbles. But that dryer sheet, if you scrub down the windshield with that, it gets the bugs off.
Do you dampen it first?
Get a little bit moist, and that'll work good. Otherwise, a cloth.
Yeah, we did a video on it. Actually,
it's a sponge-like cloth.
Yeah,
and it takes the bugs off.
Phyllis, do you remember the name of that, Phyllis? I'm going to bring Phyllis on, and she'll tell you because we had it as a giveyway, I believe. Yeah. Let's bring Phyllis Carr on.
Twice.
Do you remember what Bugs Off or something like that?
It's called Bugs Off.
Yeah,
we have it in the Amazon store. So I was just hunting for our Amazon link to the Amazon store. Now I can't find it.
Look at all of our people are telling us that. I just love it that you guys all know these things. Yeah, thank you, Annie and Chris. Yes, Bugs Off.
There we go. And if you go to that, and then you go to the list for things outside. Oh, we have one on cleaning. We have a list on cleaning supplies. It's right in there.
Yep. So check that list. Thanks, Phyllis. Thanks, Chris. Thanks all of you.
But that bugs off. It works.
Yeah.
It works great.
Yeah, Adam.
You can do the whole vehicle with it.
And I love the fact that our audience
is smarter than we are.
Yes. It doesn't take much for me, but you remembered it. But yeah, that works really good. And we did the video of you. Actually, we watched the whole RV with it.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it works really good. Bug Off Green is one of them. Here's Denise MDB60 with a question.
We may be in the Miami, Florida area in our 20-foot travel trailer in February. Do you have a campground suggestion for within a 60-mile radius? Thanks in advance. I know our audience does.
Yes, and we did. What's the name of that park? Oh gosh, where we were just before we went down to the Keys the last time. We found this little park inland, about 60 miles to the west of Miami, west and maybe a little bit north. It was a great little park. Had two campgrounds, one on the river, one back. Do you remember the one?
Yeah.
And we walked up. The highest point in Florida was like a 300-foot hill, and we walked up that hill. It wasn't even 300; it was 150 feet.
I have absolute confidence that there's a whole bunch of places out there.
Yeah, there's a video. We've got a video on it. I just can't remember the name of the state park. But good luck, because
probably booked
in February. That's like prime time. But give it a try. State parks inland, away from the water a little bit, you'll do better. And see if you can get a reservation now and check it out every single day.
And if you don't get a reservation,
they have cancellations.
don't give up hope.
I mean, they do have cancellations.
But people cancel. Things happen.
Chris, I bet, will find it, and he'll know the name of the video we did. It was a really fun state park. Marcia Badhorn.
Hi from Beverly Hills, Michigan. We almost lived in Beverly Hills when we first moved to the Detroit area.
We did. Almost did.
Yeah. Would have been a good move to move there.
Marta Santiago.
And hi, Mike and Jen from Greenville, North Carolina.
You guys are checking in.
Hi back to you too.
Everyone. Kathleen Nemi.
A long time back, you showed us a Hoosier cruiser. Got to go visit them recently. Love what they're doing. Hopefully next year we'll be proud owners of one. Thanks for showing us the unknown companies.
That was a Jennifer discovery.
Yeah, I made him do that.
You made me do that.
I made you do it.
Well, you did. But
I said, no rest. Get going.
Rest. Yeah, Jennifer found this company. The owner was there with his wife. They were camping in it, and a brand new company. I love the story. They were he and his partners all used to work for manufacturers. They've had years of experience, and they built a really great unit. So
put their money together and no profit, just turning out a good product.
Yep. Yeah, we were very seriously considering it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you, Kathleen. I hope it works out. They are a great company.
Mm-hmm.
CJ Lob.
All right. When comparing the WRTB and
let's see
the Unity FX,
what's the WR
twin bed?
Something.
Rear twin bed.
Wonder rear twin bed, and like the UF.
Twin
and the
bed,
Unity FX.
Rear Wonder.
Got to translate this stuff, you guys.
We should be aware of all this.
I know, but we can do it for our viewers.
Do you feel the living space in the FX is worth the hassle of making up the bed every day? That's a tough one. That is a really tough call. I like having the beds all made up. I love that. I love having them made up. But what I love, I guess, more by what we went with is having more space inside the RV, because we have a 65-pound dog who is right underfoot.
Sound asleep.
And we like having the two sofas, a larger workspace. It was so hard for us to go from the FX with two sofas and the table that we could drop down to use as a desk, to go back to the Wonder, which we never put up the little table, so we were always spilling things.
Yeah,
we just didn't want to take the time to put up the table.
But I didn't.
But I like. It's a trade-off. Everything in life is a trade-off.
What I didn't like was eating with my dish on my lap and sitting in those chairs in the Wonder, because we could have put the table up.
We could have put it up,
but we're lazy.
But we like living dangerously.
And then
skills, balancing, juggling.
The bed thing, it is a hassle, but it takes just a couple of minutes.
Mhm.
We have figured that out. It's
Yeah.
easy. You just pull it down,
Mhm.
but it takes 2 minutes maybe to set it up.
Yeah, it's not that long.
And but what we like about that is if we don't use this bed, you can use it as a place to take a nap on a nice sofa. You can sit there together and watch television or work, or you can turn it and also make it a dinette. So it really was more practical in that way too, the Unity. And it's bigger, it's bigger.
It's bigger.
And it has the rear lounge too, which is a great place. So you can have 2 different working areas.
I think the difference between the two of us, I always like the smaller vehicles, and you always like the extra room, the larger.
Wait till I get my Montana or my Grand Design or wherever I go in. I'm getting, no, this is 32 feet and it feels pretty good. James Massey, our friend James. Hi, James.
Come to Texas to beat the winterizing blues. We won't get freezing temperatures for a while. 85 degrees today in central Texas. This is our prime RV season. Yep. I bet it is.
Yeah. Texas is getting a lot of people that couldn't get into their normal parks, the 3 or 4 parks that closed in Florida, and a couple others have been very filled up. And that early rush of snowbirds, I know a lot of people have gone to Texas in that the one that really starts right about Thanksgiving right now. Thanksgiving, the first week of November, that's the official start of the snowbird season. And the reports I'm hearing is that a lot of people are going there. Road trip buddy.
What's for dinner this Sunday evening? We had goulash.
Yeah.
I could make that at home and put it in a bag, and it was easy to warm up, and we had an easy dinner.
And mighty fine goulash that was.
We like that kind of stuff.
Ann Turner.
Well, Ann, congratulations. Ann won one of the bugs off, and it works great. It really does work great.
Oh, hey, here's the name of the state park. It's Dickinson State Park, and that's right. Ann even remembered that. It was Jonathan Dickinson State Park. Yep, that's the one. And that's the one. It's maybe 60, 70 miles from Miami. So good spot. Good spot. Patricia Dungy.
We are in New Jersey and have a Class 1 RV that we bought in July and drove home, and we haven't done anything since it automatically has to winterize it. Or can we still go to can they go out at night, or what are they going to do? Do they have to winterize it? They haven't. I take it they haven't filled it up with water, or they haven't used it at all.
I'm not
in New Jersey, so it's going to get cold. And they bought this RV in July, drove it home.
I think she means Class A RV.
I would say a Class A.
The big one.
Yeah, we haven't done anything since it automatically. Does it automatically?
We bought it in July and drove home, and we haven't done anything with it.
They haven't gone anyplace. So that means to me they haven't put water in it.
Since it automatically
you automatically have to winterize it.
Well, if she thinks that it does it by itself, you have to do it, Ann. It doesn't do it automatically. You have to winterize it. And if you are not using it, run antifreeze through it. But you can use it.
I'm thinking that maybe they never put water in it. They've never used it. They've never put water in it. So do they have to do something to it with winter coming? And I would think no. If you've never put water in it, of course you don't know the history.
I don't know. I don't have enough information.
Yeah, having a little trouble.
But she says, can we still go to date night and places like that over the winter? I'm not sure I follow you at all, but can you use it? Yes, you can. You just can't flush the toilet if you have winterized it because it's antifreeze in there. You can flush it if you put in antifreeze. We've got a whole series of videos on our YouTube channel on winterizing.
Once you put that antifreeze in there, you can't just turn on the water and wash dishes and everything. You have to properly drain it.
Do a little research, Patricia, but and if I've gotten any of that wrong, just ask the question again and help.
Yeah, we have people who go camping in freezing weather, and it's winterized. So
there you go.
I'm not quite sure.
Rick Schumer.
It was fun to see Mike on the WDIV 75th special this past Friday night.
Rick, was I spot checked it and I didn't see myself on it. So
maybe we should watch that.
Yes, we should. I did spot check it. I went through it really quick, but it was really early Saturday morning and Jennifer was, dare I say, still asleep. and I didn't want to wake you up with all that stuff. Yeah, you never sleep. Oh, earphones. Yes, I should have had earphones on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch it again. That was,
maybe we can watch that tonight.
This is for those of you who are in other parts of the country, I spent 18 and a half years at WDIV television in Detroit. I was an investigative reporter, and it was a really exciting period of time when the station was rock bottom when I started, and it went through this building process, hiring really great people, and it became a really wonderful team. Best journalist I've ever worked with, and I never thought I'd be able to say that about TV reporters. Now, this was back in the day, by the way, when reporters were really reporters. So
you were at the Detroit News. You were at the Detroit News at the time, and the news director.
Yeah, well,
talked you into switching.
Yep, talked me into coming to TV. And he was just a terrific news. But anyway, it was just a lot of fun. It was and we knew that we were doing a really cool thing. But the station just did a 75th, the station's 75th anniversary, one of the oldest TV stations in the country, and they did a documentary on it. And it was on the years I was there. I started in 1980 and left in 98, I think. 98, 99, right in there. And it was just a great time. And it was fun, the spot checking. So I have to go back and see if I'm on it.
It was a lot of fun.
It sure was. Ralph Price.
How many miles do you travel in a year's time? Not as many as we used to.
Well, let's see.
COVID kind of changed everything.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. COVID did. We used to do about 50,000 sometimes a year, but understand we were nuts the first 5-6 years of this. It's amazing we didn't burn out. Maybe we did, but we did. We would do.
I got vertigo once because
you did.
The world goes flashing past.
Oh my gosh, we did crazy things back and forth, crisscrossing the country. But to your question, I know our brand new RV, which we got September 18th. Our new motorhome, our leisure travel vans. That already has 2,000 miles on it. This unit, the fifth wheel, which we got in April, which we tend to keep in one spot long enough, doesn't have an odometer, but my truck has put on 14,000 miles. Now, not all of it has been towing this thing, but so we're probably pushing 20,000 miles so far this year, maybe a little less. Because like I say, we bought this here in August, and it's been staying on our property in Tennessee ever since. It's kind of like our little mountain cabin. But that's best I can come up with right now, Ralph. Sanjo.
Hi from Minnesota. We really enjoy your Upper Peninsula YouTube. One of our favorite areas. We try to get there every fall.
I think so. Thank you. I think she's talking about the video that we just released yesterday on fall camping, why we love fall camping. It's kind of a compilation of a number of videos we did, much of it in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, shot in the months of September and October. Man, we do love fall camping. We've been telling everybody about that for months. It's our favorite time. So we thought it would be good to do that video. Gene Newman.
We are thinking about going to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan when the weather is nice again. What campsite do you recommend that is near Houghton, Hancock?
It's actually in that video that we just talked about, Gene. Up that way, I would stay at McLean State Park. It's right on Lake Superior near the town of Calumet, which is just up the road from Houghton, Hancock. And then you could go up around and stay in the Keweenaw, up and down the Keweenaw Peninsula up there, Copper Harbor. And then there's a lot of state forest campgrounds as well. But you can check out our book. We did a whole book on UP camping, and who says you have to wait till the weather's nice? We'll be up there in January with our winter camp out. The first full weekend of January, camping in the snow.
Hoping that we can get over the Lake Michigan side and up north.
Between there, yeah.
Before the year ends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we want to do even more of that. Our new property, which is in southwestern Michigan, is closer to Lake Michigan. So we want to do a lot of exploring that. And the question we have for the UP is, do we take our fifth wheel or do we take our motorhome? Back and forth. We take both.
Such spoiled people.
Well, we are, but we got to know both of them.
That's true.
Joanne Phillips.
Hello from Newport, Rhode Island. Have you ever been to Rhode Island?
Yes.
No.
Yes, we have.
I
Well,
have.
we haven't camped there. We've kind of gone in and around and through, and we saw those beautiful beaches and those gorgeous old homes in Rhode Island. But we haven't spent any time camping there. We don't get to the East Coast for some reason very often.
I don't want to
go. She wants to go. She did go right now. I could probably talk my wife right now. We just drove 6 hours to get here.
Yeah, we just drove 450 miles.
Honest to goodness, Joanne, if you said, I got a spot now, you got to see it this week, she would pack up tonight and take off. That's how crazy my wife gets when she wants to go someplace. And what's even crazier is I would say, okay, let's do it. Neither one of us have much of a filter about going places. Elaine Brodier.
Hi, from Canada.
Oh, Elaine, yes.
We just winterized our RV and are wondering what is the difference between a $4 pink antifreeze and a $15 antifreeze?
Well, the $15 one, was it pink? Is it RV grade?
Is it RV?
Yeah, if it's you didn't say the pink stuff or RV. So I'm assuming you're talking regular RV.
Regular antifreeze?
Regular antifreeze, which will ruin your plumbing system in your RV, and it's dangerous to pets and the environment. The $4 pink stuff, it may not taste good, but it's not going to hurt anything in your RV, and it's not going to hurt your pets or the environment. And you don't need to spend any more than $4 for even less than that, although maybe it's a little higher this year because everything else is. But so I'm assuming you're talking about automotive or different type of antifreeze at $15 a gallon. If somebody's charging that much for RV antifreeze, don't buy it. It's too much.
You want RV antifreeze.
And yes, RV, and it should be pink.
And it's normally pink.
Yes, pink. The pink stuff. Daryl Sprick.
When are you going to try a Super C Renegade or a show hauler?
I don't know, maybe. That's the other thing that I think we have been thinking about doing. I shouldn't give all away our secrets, but is maybe just doing more use reviews of different sized RVs out there in the next year. Borrowing one for a couple of weeks or a week and doing a using it, not just a review of it, but going out and actually trying it and using it. Because we have not ever driven or been in a Super C. I've never camped in a Class A. We have in towables, and now we own a fifth wheel, but I think we need to experience a Class A.
We are going to be so
but we're not buying one
good.
No more.
Good?
We might have to sell one of our RVs real soon.
You know how good we're going to be at packing and planning?
I am so tired of packing, though. Yeah. Maybe we'll get good at it.
Maybe we'll get better at it.
Yeah. The Daboy.
How's the new FX? Just had to winterize ours.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we're going home this week back to Michigan.
That was a major incentive. We're
gonna have to winterize it, and if we bring this fifth wheel, we're gonna probably have to do something about that. We're still working on this one.
Can't be in denial.
Can't be in denial. This is the week to do it because it turns nasty next weekend.
Everybody asking about winterizing. How do you get over that? But we do denial as long as possible.
Denial, and then go south. You don't have to winterize it. Like James Massey said a little while ago, go down to Texas or something. When eagles fly.
I'm new to driving my Class A, which is 12 and a half feet in height. Woohoo, that's a little scary. Are low overhead wires ever a concern while driving back roads? I would say yes. I'm stressed about it and not sure if I need to be.
Do you know how tall this is?
This has got to be 11.
13.
Oh, 13.
Have you gotten stressed about it?
Well, I've only driven it in safe zones.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you kind of need to watch it, but almost any road that has traffic is going to be okay. There are a few places. I'll tell you one of the ones, James, that I just saw.
We're thinking about wires.
Yeah, but I looked at them as we were coming into the place tonight. Those wires, they look low across where the cross from a telephone pole on this side to a telephone pole down here.
Keep crossing the road.
And if, when there's a lot of snow or sleet on it in some places, they're going to drop. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you have to be a little careful of that. But most of the roads that have traffic, they have to be up higher. But I'll tell you something that we were really amazed at. And there's a 1,000 Trails Natchez Trace campground not far from us, about 25 miles here in Tennessee to the Natchez Trace, 26 miles, I think. And there's this awesome 1,000 Trails park there, campground. But when you vector it in, we wanted to look at it, and it's right where we jump on the trace and take off. When you vector it in, there is a bridge that is like 11 feet tall.
The 11 feet clearance.
11 feet clearance. And maybe, I think it may even less, 10 or 11 feet clearance. And it's just all messed up with, because all these people have followed their GPS there and they've hit that bridge. And I mean, it's, it's one of those things I think people could put a camera on, and every day you'd get somebody, in an incident. So yeah, you do. Now, your autoplay and Google Play and your app GPS navigation systems aren't going to warn you about those. So you're going to want, in a Class A, I would suggest that you get a Garmin RV and or truck GPS system, because then you can easily enter into that GPS, a dedicated system. You can enter in your clearance, and it will not let you get on roads that are above it. But you need to get a dedicated system. The one everybody swears is the best is the Garmin, and there's an RV model for it. And I would recommend that. And I bet you're going to say we should get one.
I think wires are tricky because they could be just fine. This is that sensitive to know, like if something.
Well, if the wire drops below that, you don't want to run into a electrical wire.
Well,
but most of them by law have to be higher. But maybe it's cable or they still run telephone lines too, like that. So, but in general, we have found in almost 11 years of this that's not a problem. There are those occasional low clearance bridges. That's what I think you got to watch out for more.
And that's why you don't take me east.
That's why we don't go. More of them are in the east. Yep, that's true. Charles Ellington.
Greetings from Dayton, Ohio. We enjoyed the Elkhart encounter, and we are wondering where you're going to go next year. We really appreciate all that you do. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for that encouragement. Right now, we're kind of just going, and we're kind of like in denial of next year for a couple months.
Yeah,
we're just kind of.
We have we usually do 2 gatherings a year, one in the summer and one in the fall. The fall one we are usually do in the center part of the country. We just did our Tennessee gathering right near us here in Tennessee. We did one last year on the Mississippi River down in Natchez.
That was fun.
Our summer one was at the Hall of Fame Museum in Elkhart, Indiana.
Yep. We
are kind of thinking about the same dates and perhaps the same locations, the same general locations. That region of the country.
Now, I was going to say
that region.
You said you always want to do something, a new place.
Yeah, we want to do a new place, but we always try to find something where there's things to do around it. So we've got a couple of really good leads. Our friends Jerry and Susie have given us about 4 or 5 places that we want to check. One of them's in Alabama, and there's lots to do there. But right now, we're not going to make a decision on that till after the first of the year. So we'll let you all know as soon as we decide. And we'll probably announce the summer one before the fall one, just because of the time commitment. And I mean, it is a lot of work. And it really is. And it's fun. We love doing them. Don't get us wrong. But we just finished this big one. And we want to
kind of laughing because the summer one in Elkhart, it was so hot.
It
was incredibly hot. And I said, we got to never camp again in a parking lot. It was hot. And then this last one in Linden, for some reason, a cold front went through, and we're just grateful that it didn't rain. Yeah. But it was chilly.
Yeah, we had the amazing heat of the summer, and then this 26 degrees one day it was.
That doesn't bother us because we're used to winter.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we didn't expect
Hey,
that.
I'm going to just jump up. I'll come right back to Greg's stories. I just noticed this in the comments, talking about clearance and stuff. There's somebody that uses a truck map, which shows it. But where was the one? Right here. This one from Pee Wee Henson, RV height concerns. He says, and that's a great idea. If a semi with a trailer is on that road and it fits, then you know you will too. So that's a really good piece of advice when you're, oh man, I'm not sure about this road. If you see other big semi trucks going by, then you don't have to worry. Good idea, Pee Wee. Thank you.
I'm not thinking about major highways. I'm just thinking
He's talking about back roads.
Yeah, back roads.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think things change.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Okay, I'm back to Greg's question. Greg Borton. Okay,
now that we are in colder weather, how do you control the moisture inside the RV?
It hasn't been when it's really warm in the morning, there's condensation.
Yeah, special cloth that you wipe the window down with.
Microfiber cloth. That's all you need.
Yeah, and usually when the heat comes on, it gets too dry. You need a little moisture in your rig. Yeah. But that front window normally, all the windows can.
Yeah, that's on the motorhome.
The moisture.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see what it's like in the fifth wheel. But we haven't. It has been cold enough that the heat's been on, but we haven't had any condensation. So. What
I still have fun with is the fireplace.
Oh, I love.
I don't know why I'm so silly about that fireplace.
Can I turn it on? Show everybody.
Oh, we've shown them before.
Oh, okay.
But I like the little fireplace.
Yeah, I do too. It gives us a lot of ambience, and it's warm.
Yes.
Yeah, it keeps
and I like it that it can be 3 different colors.
I do too. What color do you like best?
I guess the normal color.
I've got a fire gold now, but okay. But it can go blue or green, I think.
I know, yeah.
When you're really adventurous, we'll go blue. Steve Egbert.
Don't winterize here in Central California. If it gets really cold here, I leave the heat on low and put an electric heater basement of my Class A. Winter is desert camping time.
Yep, get ready. I'm already hearing about Quartzsite coming up in Arizona. We're debating. My friend Brad, who is an RV tech, who's our neighbor here. Isn't that great that we have a RV tech?
Brad's probably going to move.
Brad's not going to move because I got a call. Hey, Brad,
because we're needy.
He came over and he turned our refrigerator on for us, so we had that on. But he never puts antifreeze in his rigs. And what he does is he empties them all, gets all the water out of the heater, and everything, and then he runs pressurized air through them and gets all that out, and then he just leaves it, which is you don't have to worry about that antifreeze.
But he moved here from.
When New Mexico gets real cold, where he was, he was out, so
I don't think of New Mexico.
I may try that
cold.
with this, but this is supposed to be able to handle cold weather down to pretty cold. So I'm gonna get on the phone to the Keystone people.
This is so scary.
Well, we'll make it an experiment.
The Keystone people should be able to tell
us. And if it breaks, we'll say we were following their advice and make them fix it. But I'm teasing. It won't break. Nancy Jenkins. Hi, Nancy.
Okay, Nancy wants to buy the portable CB radios that come 2 in a box. I saw Cobra at the Best Buy store and another. So is that a beginning CB radio?
Well, Cobra is a brand of CB radios. There's no such thing, I think, as a beginner or anyone. If there's 2 of them in a box, they're probably not very powerful. You can only have 5 watts with a CB radio. But, that Cobra makes a good CB radio, Nancy. So that's all I could say. They've been around for 50 years, 40 years now. So give them you can buy one. Know that they're a company that sticks around.
I wonder if there is a little bit of confusion about a CB radio that you don't need to take any classes or pass any tests.
That's CB.
Know anything.
That's a CB radio.
Yeah, but I meant if that's a beginner.
Yeah. Well, you don't need a license for any CB radio.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
It's there's CB radios and you're in Canada, so I don't know if you have the general mobile radio service that we have here, which is different than CB. And then there's ham radio, and I've done a whole bunch of stories on them all. And I'm going to spend the next month setting up my ham stations and a bunch of stuff on our new Michigan property. So I'm sure you'll see some more radio videos coming up in the next few weeks. Chris Van Heste.
We just bought our Class A diesel, and I'm overwhelmed with how to plan a trip. Are there apps or websites that can help?
RV Life. Is that what you're going to say?
We have a blog post on this very topic tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow is our day on how to plan an RV trip.
Yeah. Wow.
So, Chris, stay tuned. Yes, tomorrow we do. In fact, I've got to write the newsletter tonight, and that's one of the things I'll be promoting on it. Yes, tomorrow. See, we see all these blog posts like a week. We kind of plan them all out a week ahead of time or so, and tomorrow's the day. So don't let it overwhelm you. Pick a smaller trip. Take a smaller one. Don't try and do cross country right at the start. And don't, if it's a multi-week or a multi-day one, just do a couple of days at the start, and then you don't have to go back and obsess over it. Just give it a try. It'll come easy. But read the article tomorrow. I think we can take away a lot of your concerns and worry at rvlifestyle.com. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, that's our blog, rvlifestyle.com, and we have new content every day.
Daily.
Every day. Yep. Facebook user.
You inspired me to purchase a lot to develop into a seasonal site to park my Class A
motorhome
in Maine. Would you recommend a concrete pad, or is parking on gravel okay?
I thought concrete, but I have since learned from, and this is up to debate, is that gravel is perhaps better. That concrete gets really, really hot, and if your tires are on that concrete, it can degrade them a bit. They do suggest that you put your tires on a piece of wood if you're parked on concrete, to get it away from that hot concrete. Gravel, it's sitting on gravel. If all the weight's on the tire, those stones are kind of pushing into the tire. So again, put the tires on a piece of wood. So if you put your tires, bottom line, if you put your motorhome tires on a piece of wood, 12 by whatever you need, 12 inches wide, 8 inches wide, you're going to be fine. So whether it's concrete or parking, just put your tires on some wood.
What about grass?
Those plastic pads?
What if you park on grass?
Grass isn't good. You're going to sink into it. And the soil, soil kind of rots stuff, and it's okay for a while. It's not going to hurt you for a couple of weeks, even a month maybe. But for long-term stuff, if you're going to build a seasonal site, you're going to be able to put it on wood again. Don't let it sit on the grass because it will sink down. Christina M.
Looking to upgrade our RV shower head. Any suggestions?
We've never done that. We're really happy with the shower in this fifth wheel.
Well, I think, are you upgrading because you want something to turn the water off and turn it on easily? Because a lot of them come like that.
You want one with a switch on it so you can turn it off. And it's not that you're going to take a Navy shower. You know what a Navy shower is. Yeah, it's like
get wet, soap up.
Yeah, and then turn it off and then turn it on. But, you don't want to you can't take a 20-minute hot shower in and out. You can, but you'll fill up your gray tank. But what is really good, particularly, shampooing your hair. I don't want to get too personal with all this stuff, but I shave in the shower. So, I will turn off the water while I shave, and then I'll turn it back on. I'm getting too personal.
More information
than we need, but get one with a switch on it that you can turn on and off. That's my only suggestion. And there's a lot of them. You want pressure. How do we clean those heads? You put them in vinegar. If you had one for a long time and you don't get as much water through the heads, soak it in some vinegar for a while.
Get a little bag of white vinegar, tie it on. I think it's 15 minutes.
And
gotta Google it. Check it out.
And that'll open up all those little holes that the water comes out. So those are our only suggestions. Sorry for the information that you didn't need about me shaving in the shower. Chris Colley. Oh, he's reminding everybody about our RV community trip planning post tomorrow, weekly news, and of course our video content. And this is our community for those who want to support us and get a little bit of extra content sometimes. That's how you can learn about it. We have it for both Facebook and for YouTube.
I didn't realize the time.
What is the time? It's time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
See, we weren't thinking about time at all.
Okay. Well, gosh, guys, I'm sorry that if we went over. It's we've gone 45 minutes, but you had a lot of questions.
So thank you.
Check our partners page, which you can see right there. We urge you to Some of them have pretty good prices and deals that are unique to, with a special link that you can get a discount with. You want to remind you about, our new merch. And one of the things we just did this week, I don't have a picture of it, or do I? I don't have one I can easily get for you. I don't think. Let me see if I can. One of the things we did on our Facebook group is people ask us about whether we had a special sticker that people could use to identify themselves, put it on the back of their RV, and let people know, when I'm trying to talk over while I'm looking to put it up, but I can't do it right now. I can't do both. They wanted to know, a little sticker that identifies yourself as being part of our Facebook group, RV Lifestyle Facebook group. So we had one printed up, and it's pretty cool. It just identifies your RV Lifestyle group Facebook member. And that way, when you see that at a campground or on the road, that's one of your friends from the community. And you can find that on our merch page too. So right there, go shopping. Plus it's getting down to Christmas season, our hoodies, our hats. You get a really cool hat. What else?
Just wondering where my hat is.
I've lost your hat. Here. Your hat's someplace in here. We got to find your hat.
Yeah,
we'll be wearing our hats tomorrow.
I missed it.
So thank you guys. Gosh, I enjoyed this. This was a really fun one. Don't you think?
Yes, it was fun.
So we'll be back next week. A couple things coming up. Newsletter tomorrow. Don't forget that post on how to plan an RV trip, and you getting in now. Many of you have your RVs winterized. You're planning your spring trips. This will help you with that. On the podcast this Wednesday, we talk about tires. Really an important conversation about tires and what you need to know about RV tires. So make sure you listen to the podcast. You can hear it on your favorite podcast app, or you can subscribe please do on all of those, or you can just go to rvlifestyle.com bright and early Wednesday morning and be sure and watch or listen to the podcast. It's also a video version of the podcast and audio, whatever you like. That's it. I'm not talking anymore.
Happy trails.
Bye, everybody.